Amen.
Come on now.
Who amongst you remember?
Come on, come on.
And how can you compare the former house to what God is about to give y'all?
Jesus. Yes, God.
As I was sitting here, praise God. You see, now, I know some of you, praise God, now, we're the protocol at. But this is the protocol. Christ is the main introduction.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Amen. As I was sitting here, all I could see, praise God, was Queen Bathsheba. And she went to Solomon.
Yes.
And she began to sit back and listen to the wisdom of Solomon. That wasn't too important to Bathsheba, just the wisdom. But when she saw the servant that was in the house, how they began to behave themselves in the house.
Yes.
Pastor, First Lady, and those that came up with you all during the 8 years, you see some, pray God, that have came, it just seen some of the glory. But you should have been there, pray God, in the beginning.
Yes.
And you see, not just in the beginning, you see, because where I'm at now is nothing.
My God.
You should have looked at me, pray God, in the middle of the sea.
Jesus.
You felt like giving up.
Come on.
When the enemy came up against your marriage.
Come on.
And you...
I shut up.
Hallelujah.
Ooh, yes.
Let me get on. Y'all look at me crazy now. Come on.
My God.
Let me get on.
Jesus.
Can I,
Speak, Holy Spirit.
can I, you know, I'm not coming trying to change no rules or nothing.
Jesus.
Because I know everybody
You're
got
free,
different ways.
freedom.
But can you turn this off? Because we know we look at TV.
Jesus.
We don't want to watch TV. You know, we need to hear what God is saying.
Amen.
Amen. I want your attention to be here.
Yes.
You know, to be here. Because if your attention is not here, and when the alarm sound, you ain't gonna move when the alarm sound. Because your focus is somewhere else.
Right now.
But your focus got to be now on God and on the man of God. Because God is about to give you a next assignment for the man of God. Oh, y'all didn't hear what I'm saying.
Come on. Speak.
He said, 8 years is the number of new beginning.
Amen. Yes.
How many know what I'm saying?
Yes.
8 new beginning. I said, God, now you gotta talk to me now. You gotta talk to me now. Tell me what's going on. He said, you know when it's time to shift. Because I can't move you into a new place, not just a building, but in a new anointing, till I send you new peoples.
Amen. Okay.
We trying to do a new thing with old stuff.
Come on.
And you can never do a new thing with old stuff.
All right.
So I gotta send you some new peoples.
My God.
Some new peoples with a different type of, the same God, the same anointing, but they see different.
Yes. Yes.
They see different.
Come on.
They don't see Jericho wall being a blockage.
Yes.
They see Jericho wall being knocked down.
Come on.
So you cannot expect anything different with the same mindset. So God is saying, I'm sending you some different. You see,
Come on.
that's what God is saying. You see, we cannot go.
Come on.
And don't get so upset when some begin to cut a loose. Begin to cut a loose. Because when they begin to cut a loose, it don't mean they have walked away from you. They just wasn't qualified for the assignment that's about ready to take place. So you have some just had to just sit by the brook until the other 400 go and We covered. Go ahead. Y'all ain't nobody got what I'm saying. You know, brother.
Come on.
Man of God, you know when David came to Ziklag and everything was burned down, his family was gone, pray God, and there's 600 men started out chasing the enemy after the stuff. But only two, pray God, 200 they couldn't continue, pray God. So don't you get mad because the other stopped along the way. They didn't leave you, they just couldn't handle the next time. They didn't leave you, did they?
Oh, God.
Speak, Holy Ghost.
Jesus.
They didn't leave you.
My God.
They coming back. So our job, pray God, is to go and recover. To recover. As I was sitting here, Pastor and I was talking on last night. She said, "This how the man of God got you. You ain't seen him in 2 years, and then he got you on the 8th year.
That's right.
On the 8th year, she said it's something how he got you on this 8th year. You know, to bring forth. That's really what it is. To bring forth a word for the people of God."
Go ahead, Pastor.
I'm trying to calm down, y'all.
No.
It doesn't matter because if I get too excited, I won't see my church. So I'm trying to calm down. He said, but there's something I talk bullshit. How he made it 2 years past, then on the 8th year, he called us to come. I didn't say me. He called us to come.
Yes.
That's right.
You know, he called us to come, you know, and in a ministry, minister to the people. She said, she told me, she said to the Holy Ghost, she said, now, you ain't don't even think about the pastor. You ain't going for the pastor. She said, because the pastor is teaching the people every Sunday. The pastor is teaching the people every Sunday. But she said, apostle, the 8th year made a new beginning. I said, what you talking about, baby girl? Baby, she said, the pastor teach them every Sunday. But you're going to come in and you're going to impart into the church, to encourage the church. Now what you have been eating those 7 years, now birth it. Come on. You see, it's okay to have a prophet to come in, but nowadays, pray God, you need an apostle to come in. Pray God, to push you. To pull some stuff out of you in the name of Jesus Christ. You see, so she said, 8 years. She said, don't focus on them.
Jesus.
It's the people that he trying to get prepared. I said, okay now, God. Okay now, God. Now you got to talk to me, God. He said, as I was telling Joshua, he said when Joshua was sitting back crying over something that had walked away from him, it didn't leave him. It didn't die on him. It just walked away from him. Nobody got what I'm saying. Moses may have been gone, but Moses have not died because Moses was still living up in Joshua. Do you hear what I'm saying? So he said, as I was with Moses, Joshua, so shall I be with you, Joshua. You see, but the anointing that was on Moses, don't even compare your anointing, Joshua, to Moses' anointing. Because your anointing, Joshua, is going to be greater than Moses' anointing. I don't think nobody got what I'm saying. Just keep on for me. I'm telling you, man of God. I'm telling you, as I begin to look at your people, all I can hear was a spirit of excellence. My God, my God, my God. For your shame. Double for your shame.
Hallelujah.
Double for your shame. Double for your shame. Woman of God, as I begin to say here, God, the Lord said, I want you to look around. Look, 2, 3, 4. I said, okay, God, I'm looking around. He said, let them know, this is your territory.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God.
You have claimed this territory. Don't go and look for nothing over 9 miles.
Jesus.
Okay.
Amen.
Glory to God.
9 miles
Amen.
from here 9 miles that way, 9 miles that way, 9 miles that way, 9 miles this way. Those this in your territory.
Yeah.
In the middle of the 9 miles.
Glory to God.
Yes.
In the middle. If you can understand what I'm saying,
Hallelujah.
it's your territory.
Yes, sir.
Don't think about leaving. Don't think about moving. 12 miles, 11 miles. God said, I have given you this territory.
Yes.
He said, I have given it to you. And when the woman of God got up, pray God, begin to start talking about the drugs, begin to pray God, how God was.
Yes.
God said, that's the first thing you killed. Were the drug spirits, crack spirits, those witches, my God, my God. He said, now count the time that you seen the drug addicts walk past the church. My God, when they get ready to walk past him, they got to go home.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to go, y'all.
My God.
He said,
Jesus.
Go ahead, Pastor.
it's that pata.
Speak.
And I begin to look at your members. Look at your members. I love this. I love this. I love how God does things. You don't look like where you at.
Come on,
That's
amen.
right. Thank you, God.
Come on.
I lost y'all.
No, you
Come on now. Come on now.
Well, it's just a bone. Just figure speak.
Come on.
Well, it's just a bone. Why should I go there looking at? No.
Come on now.
I'm not looking where I'm at. I'm not.
Come on.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
I'm preparing myself for where I'm going. I'm telling you, here's what I'm saying. And I saw the TV here. I said, God, go ahead. I saw the microphone. I said, God, go ahead. I said, God, what's going on? He said, because they're not looking at the house they're in.
Come on.
They don't see a house.
That's right.
They see a
Yeah. Come on.
You see a dome.
Yes. Thank you, God.
You only going to get comfortable at the place that you see. He
Yes.
said, enlarge your territory.
Yes.
Enlarge your tent.
Yes.
I know y'all live down the way.
Come on.
I don't. You see, brother, I don't want people like that.
Jesus.
Just because we be in a storefront church, don't mean you gotta dress like a storefront.
You better say.
All right. Because as long as you still playing the part at the location you at,
Come on.
you're gonna die there.
That's right.
The Bible says, set your affection a state above.
Yes.
Yes.
What are you saying? No longer will I have a slave mind tied to mine.
Right.
But now I got a kingdom mind.
Yes.
I got a kingdom mind. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
Y'all hear what I'm saying?
Say it, Pastor.
Kingdom mind. You see, I don't care. Let me get on here.
Go ahead, Pastor. Flow.
Come on now.
Brother, how long have you been coming here?
5 years ago.
That's your wife. Your wife.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Jesus. Look at your brother. That's your wife, and the backs that was leaving.
My wife was there.
Oh, okay, God. I'm telling you, brother. God is setting them up. God is setting them up. God is putting some people around you. Oh God, who been who been saying, okay, Pastor, I'm getting tired over here. The place is getting too small for us. It's getting too small for us. So, Pastor, I think it's time for us to expand. To expand. I guarantee you, pray God, if you begin to stretch your arms out like this here, you will say, oh, this is a little too tight for me. This is a little too tight for me. I got wings to fly. But it's a little too tight for me. I can't spread my wing like I want to, because it's a little too tight for me.
Come on now.
Do you know y'all hear what I'm saying? It's a little too tight. You got to spread. 8 years, a new beginning. She said, people, they want to come. They want to come. They want to come. But if God released them to come now, they would think, pray God, that if it hadn't been for them, you would not be where you at. But God,
Glory.
Go on.
I'm trying to be good. He said, okay, Joshua, get up. Moses is dead. Moses is dead. You still got much more land that I got to give you. Speak Holy Ghost. That I got to give you. Now, you got to cross this Jordan. Don't look for the rod that Moses used. You are not going to be a copycat of Moses. So don't you try to copycat Moses. Moses didn't have priests, but you got priests.
My God.
That's right.
So Joshua, get up. Be of good courage. As I was with Moses, I'm also with you.
That's right.
Now this one I like, how God does things different. We think we supposed to get something like everybody else did.
Jesus.
Hallelujah.